Alright, hello everyone. We got two more quests to do. We got the 54 and the 56 quest. So for this quest, we're going to get Rune 3, which is excellent because Rune 3 is a 30 potency increase over Rune 2. Auspicious timing, Miro. There has been news, and none of it good. Our soldiers in Central Thanalan have reported another attack. I looked over the notes for the initial investigation. It would seem Tristan, or someone who looks very much like him, has struck again. I'll have one of my men contact Mimimitch with the details, but I suggest we head out to Nanoa Mines immediately and question one of the surviving victims. Alright. What is this? Black Brush Station. Game over, how you doing? What you playing in your spare time, my friend? I just started playing Dragon Quest X offline. I really want to play the online version again, but I need to get a good VPN because, unfortunately, Canada is still, well, it's still blocked. What do you mean, more questions? I've spilled me tale to 3 different soldiers already. Me work gets further and further behind every time I gotta stop and talk to you folk. Here's an idea, though. How about you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours? That big lad in the uniform there looks like he could lift some good-sized rocks. What about you, lass? You got some sort of mage? We've had some trouble with the local Spriggans swiping our fire silver, and you're just the woman to get it back. That stuff says rare as chocobo teeth, you know? Not just a moment, sir. We don't have time for these distractions. Then maybe I don't got time to talk to you. Not until there's a little given with your take. I fear he means to be stubborn about this. Miro, please humor the man and retrieve his specialist ore from the Spriggans. Hey, you can talk to him while you lift rocks for him too, you know. Spriggan scratching. I'm excited to get Rune 3 though. There's Rune 2 here, this looks like this. I remember back in the day, I used to have Rune 1 and 2. Now Rune 1 upgrades to Rune 2. Dude, why did those things take so long to die? Anyway, what was interesting about that was that Rune 1 was the normal cast that you see me just casting. Rune 2, however, was an instant cast spell. So, while it wasn't optimal, I used to cast Rune 1 and then immediately cast Rune 2, and it would look like my character was throwing 2 spells out at once. It looked cool, but was not the most effective way of battling. Damn thing put stone skin up. Alright. So, now that I have Enkindle, whenever I summon these guys, they use their special abilities. So it looks like Ifrit uses Hellfire, Titan uses Urban Fury, and Garuda is, I think, Aerial Wave? Aerial Blast. There you go. They broke my Radiant Aegis. Yeah, these Spriggans are tough compared to, you know, other Spriggans. You find them Spriggans, lass? What about me fire silver? Also known as ruby silver, this rare grayish-red mineral is often found near veins of regular silver. For every 100 ponzas of silver a miner excavates, however, she will be lucky to find even a pons of fire silver. Oh ho, you got the whole lot back! Much appreciated. My apologies, my studies took rather longer than I... Captain Wolf, is everything alright? Everything's fine now. Let's hear your story, sir. I reckon you've earned it. Well, we was in the mine, loading the carts with our haul for the day, when this bloke in robes appeared. Doesn't say a word. The bastard snaps his fingers and sets his pet demon to lighten me mates on fire. Ifrit edgy. Miro, if you would be so kind. Bloody hells! Aye, that's the fiend I saw. 'Tis as we feared then. And this robe-clad man, do you have any idea why he attacked you? Well, lass, there's more than silver to be had from Nanawa on a good day. We dig up our fair share of crystals as well. That seems to be what he was after. I'm not ashamed to say that I fled for me life once those folks started going up in flames. But when I went back to sort out the mess, the cart that had the crystals in it was empty. He took them all? Aye, every single one. And that's all I've got to say about that. Hope you catch the bastard. I love how everyone in this world is just like, the conversation's over, I'm walking away. And they're like, alright, that's cool. Crystals. There was a crate of crystals in the list as goods stolen from the caravan. He must have taken everything else to conceal his intent. Our quarry grows careless, or simply impatient. It is time I re-examined other incidents that we did not think related to this case. Meet me at the Hall of Flames and we shall discuss the matter further. Here, slime metal. I can imagine only one reason why a man such as Tristan would seek to acquire a wealth of crystals. Come, Nero, let us not keep Captain Wolf waiting. I may not be able to do level 56 quest unless this levels me, but I don't see this giving me 60,000 EXP. Well, we might be able to speed that along. Oops, no, we do want to go a little Vector, when it comes to Malamar, how do you feel he is as a Pokemon? Would you use a Malamar? That Carbuncle's still there. This chick is blindfolded. I inspected our incident records, paying close attention to cargo manifests that include crystals. We had attributed several recent raids to the Amalja, but the victims were every one of them burned to death. Not entirely impossible considering the lizardman's affinity for fire, but to find not a single arrow or spear wound? Aye, 'tis highly unlikely. Mayhap I should state aloud what we were all thinking. Judging by the sheer number of crystals involved, we must assume that this villain intends to call forth a primal. After my encounter with Ifrit, I learned just how devastatingly powerful these entities can be, and I believe that summoners, with their ability to harness such power, hold the potential to achieve great things. But if Tristan truly is mad enough to summon a primal, then that unthinkable act and the bloody deeds he performed in preparation for it will cause people to question the motives of all who practice the summoner's art. My studies of the tombstones revealed to me a tale of adulation. The summoners of Alec were revered as heroes for their part in defeating the ancient primals, but reverence slowly turned to revulsion as practitioners, intoxicated by their own immense power, began wielding the art of summoning as a means to further their own selfish ambitions. That is not to say, of course, that all summoners chose to become tyrants. Among the common people, however, it became a strongly held superstition that those who meddled in the powers of primals ultimately fell to the embrace of evil. The superstition blossomed into outright terror, and that is when the mage hunts began. By the end of the Third Astral Era, the last of the summoners had been vanished from the stage of history. And should we allow Tristan to go through with his plans, then we risk a repeat of that tragedy. I will review the state of the patrols on the crystal trade routes. We will catch him. Before I joined you at the Nanawa Mines, I was able to recover another incantation that may prove useful in the coming days. Wield its power wisely. Alright. Not quite enough to level up, so we're just gonna quickly get that level. Perfect, we learned Rune 3. Okay, so we're about 11,000 EXP from leveling up. So, YouTube, you're gonna see a quick cut here. I'm just gonna pause the video, and then you'll just hear a music skip probably, and then we'll be back. Maybe a tiny video skip. And we're back, YouTube. Look at that. See, it was instantaneous, just like I said it would be. We totally didn't go and get a level up. Except we did. Alright. My bad. Mad, Bad, and Ebon Clad. Okay. Greetings, Miro. I hope you are prepared to take action. Ever since we increased our presence on the trade routes, our black-robed villain has ceased his attacks. Now it is our turn to go on the offensive. With the blessing of my superiors, I have arranged for a lightly guarded shipment of crystals with which we will lure Tristan into an ambush. And I want you there when we spring the trap. I have already sent word to Yumitra, and she will meet us at Camp Blue Frog. Let us bring an end to this, Miro. Alright, let's head to Camp Blue Frog. Sadie was a 3-rabbit beagle. Wascally wabbits. I got a rabbit who actually lives just underneath my my apartment window. There's like a little thicket of bushes to the left over there, and he lives amongst that. I always see his footprints in the snow, or her. I don't know. There might even be more than one of them. We have been waiting for you, Miro. Let us put Captain Wolf's plan into action. Miro, you're here. Good. Our crystal couriers have just left camp. The plan is simple. The caravan will head towards the processing plant, but conveniently break an axle before reaching the East Watchtower. We three will take up separate positions nearby and wait for Tristan to take the bait. I have had the driver complaining long and loudly about the lack of a suitable escort for his precious cargo, so we can be reasonably sure that an attack will come. I trust you need no further explanations? Head to your assigned position and do your best to keep out of sight. Okay. There's no way... No. No. Yeah, I'm just not. There's no way Tristan will see a gigantic space whale flying into this area. Oh, this is a great hiding spot. Yeah, there's no way he's gonna see me just standing here. You've always wanted a beagle since the mask? I went to school with a guy who used to breed and train show beagles. Ah, it burns! It burns! Well, looky here. You didn't know there's a beagle in the mask? Isn't the main dog a beagle? Oh shit, I used the wrong one. Hold on. I could have sworn he had a beagle too. It might have been a Jack Russell. You are right, Cheshire. There you go. It's been a while since I watched the mask with you guys on stream, so or on video. Talk to me, soldier. I'll live, Captain. He popped right out of thin air. It took me by surprise. The same happened to me. Another man in dark robes stepped through the same manner of portal and assailed me with spells. My position also came into attack. An underling, judging by the ease with which I dispatched him, but I've never before seen such teleportation magics. No, it cannot be. You know this man, Captain Wolf? This is Caden, Tristan's brother, but how? He was tempered, slain. And now both siblings have disappointed me. I should have exercised more care in choosing my pawns. Anassian? That voice. You were the one that taught Tristan the art of summoning. How have you come to inflict yet more misery upon the world? Tristan, Yes, that was the other's name. I had hoped to groom him, granted him the knowledge of the Alex mages that he might unleash his wrath against the primals. Alas, he was too easily vanquished. No matter, the Bringer of Light has proven a more than adequate replacement for my failed Godslayer. With every primal you kill, the Beastman's fervor grows ever hotter. We need but simply supply the tribes with crystals and watch as they summon ever more terrible deities. When the confluence of chaos reaches its peak, the world shall be swallowed in darkness, and our master shall rise again. He's gone. And we should be gone as well. I shall see that my soldier is treated for his wounds, and then await you outside the Hall of Flames. Underdog was a beagle. Never really cared for Underdog. You didn't watch because Sadist loves to make sad movies with dogs. Is that a thing? Once again, a paragon lurks behind the curtain, pulling the strings. I should have suspected. I believe some reassessment is in order. We know that the Black Robe Menace, what we thought to be Tristan, was actually his brother Caden, a reanimated puppet under the control of an Ascian. Both brothers were present at Ifrit's defeat, so Caden's aura too would have been stained with the Primal's essence, which, if I understand correctly, would explain his ability to command the Edgy. But for the Ascian to raise the lad's corpse and press him into service as his pet summoner, I shall see the Blackguard suffered for his cruelty and depravity. Ah, hi, the Paragon has many crimes for which he must answer, but we must move with greater caution. The power of these immortals is not to be underestimated. I will return to Gridania and redouble my efforts to decipher the remaining tombstone. We cannot face an Ascian unprepared. Alright, well, we got nothing for that. Alright, so 58, we get an ability called Dreadworm Trance. That's super. Cool. Alright. YouTube, thank you very much for viewing. We're not going to be hitting level 58 for a while, so yeah, I will see you guys next time we do a job quest video. As we only have Summoner left to do, we've done all the other jobs. So, thank you guys for viewing. Have a good one. We'll see you later.